Hey there, Investorholics. Welcome to the Spotlight Review. Today we'll be looking at ETPMPM, which is the Physical Precious Metals Baskets Exchange Traded Commodity or Exchange Traded Products. Just sort of going through our series on metals. I'll be doing some additional reviews, just sort of circling back on some of the older stuff that I've completed. So if you're interested in precious metals, and they're traditionally used for investment purposes as a store of value and are often seen as a hedge against inflation. At the moment, I'm not sure if we're actually seeing that. They typically have a lower level of correlation to other asset classes and can therefore be used for portfolio diversification, adding some defensive characteristics to your portfolio. And also, they can be used sort of as a hedge against equity market volatility. So this product is likely to be appropriate where the customer has a medium or long-term investment time horizon, high to very high risk return profile, and if you need your money back potentially on a daily basis. So these type of things I think are more for traders, but I mean if you're got a long-term view on metals in general, then it might be worth taking a look at. Stick around, we'll have a look at the finer details. Hey there, Investorholics, it's Scott. Crack the Sky Value Investing will be giving you up-to-date investing news and content. You can navigate the markets wherever you are. My mission is to give you the knowledge and confidence to take control of your financial life, expand your investment horizon, and crack your financial sky. Don't be afraid to give us a thumbs up and a subscribe. Okay, so the Global X Physical Precious Metals Basket seeks to provide investment results that correspond generally to the price and yield performance before expenses of the precious metals LBMA price in Australian dollars. We've had a look at the LBMA in a previous video on, I think it was Palladium, I think it was. So have a look at that one if you want to know some more information about the LBMA. So the Global X Physical Metals Basket, so as I said, sort of offers that low cost exposure. You're going to get access to gold, silver, platinum, palladium via the stock exchange, and avoids having, the need for storage of your metals, and that's always a danger or an added cost if you have to go buy a safe for your house, or you have to go buy a safe deposit box or rent a safe deposit box in a bank. That's an additional cost to holding physical metal. Why? We always look at the Y factor. So we've got high growth potential. So ETPMPM provides exposure to the metals used in many of our modern day technologies, from smartphones through to solar panels that are powering our households or helping to take pressure away from power production fossil fuels. So you get targeted exposure. So the exchange traded product is backed by a physical allocated metal. So each bar is physically segregated, individually identified and allocated in the vault in London. So and also if you want to look at the bar list, you can look at the bar list on the website. So go to Global X website and you can see a list of all the bars. And I'm sure you can actually call those guys and have a chat to them about those type of things, where things are. The beauty, as I say, it's simplified access in a single trade. The ETP delivers low-cost access to the physical bars and four precious metals via stock exchange, and avoids the need for investors to physically store the metal. So I suppose that's probably one of the benefits of owning exchange-traded commodity or exchange-traded product. You don't physically have to take delivery of it if you don't want to, but you always have that option to in the future take delivery of it if you own enough of it anyway. Okay, so at the time of my research, we had a net asset value of $214.16, trading just above that, $2.14.44. So, you know, you might want to think about waiting until the share price and the net asset value are the same before you buy it. I mean, or below. So you want to see the share price below the net asset value before I buy it. That's kind of where you find the value. Market capitalization, we're looking at a fund that's about $62 million, so in the scheme of things, pretty small. Management costs 0.44%. For metals, it seems to be about standard. Anything below 0.5% is not too bad. You're not going to get a distribution, so there's no, you're not going to get a dividend because it's just holding the physical metals. So the Global X physical precious metals basket securities are traded on exchanges with a price that is based on the spot price of each metal in Australian dollars multiplied by the applicable metal entitlement. So that's kind of how the share price is, or the value of the net asset value is generated, I should say. I mean, for me, if you're interested in doing or having some metals exposure to your portfolio, and you don't really have the time, or you can't be bothered, or whatever, you know, this might be one sort of like a grab all. So you know, it's like effectively the ETF of metals, effectively. So you got a basket, as it says on the box on the can. It's a basket of metals. So effectively, it's an ETF. Nice group of the metals if you can't be bothered actually physically going out and doing your research on individual metals, platinum, palladium, gold, silver. So, you know, the common thought is having some direct exposure to precious metals may be a good idea, as they tend to be uncorrelated, as I've kind of touched on before, with other asset classes, and that can help reduce your risk in your portfolio overall. So if you do actually want to do some more research, have a look at GOLD or ETPMPD, and there's some like they're the silver ones and that, and I'll pop the card up anyway so you guys can have a look at them. Okay, so we can see the chart here and the performance table. You know, since inception, you're looking at a total return on the fund of 6.81%. You definitely had the best performance over the last sort of 1 to 5 years, but you know, since 2020, you've seen a pretty big spike in the value of this thing. So you know, if you'd bought it even at the start of 2019, you would have seen a pretty good return on your investment. But before that, it really didn't. I didn't think it actually did much. So that's why I just put the 5-year chart in. So yeah, I mean, you'd be only getting 4.4% over the 10 years if you owned it. Whereas, you know, it's a major difference. You know, if you just owned it in the last 5 years. So you know, or the last couple of years, you would have a pretty good return out of it. So ETPMPM can enhance a portfolio's overall risk return characteristics through diversification. You know, we're always hearing about diversification, not just from other asset classes, but also through metal diversification. I kind of sort of touched on that before. You get the exposure to all these different metals. So when one's down, others are up, and that type of thing, and it should actually smooth out the performance of the fund. Can be used as part of an alternatives allocation in your portfolio. It can also be used as a growth exposure in relation to industrial demand for precious metals, and you know, in automotive, manufacturing, technology, and medical industries. Also, you got exposure to like things like jewelry through gold and silver and those type of things, and also you know, platinum's used in a bit of jewelry as well. So you got those type of exposures, but yeah. I mean, I think this is probably the best performing one out of the 4 or 5 that Global X have. But you know, as we always sort of say, it's best to go back and do your own research, and everybody's specific circumstances is, you know, their specific circumstances, if that makes sense. But I think out of all the ones I've looked at, I like this one the best. You know, like I say, you get that exposure to all the metals at once, not just a specific metal. But yeah, I mean, I put this on a short list to do some more research on and have a bit more of a look at it. If that's kind of where you're looking to go, adding some metals exposure through an exchange traded commodity or exchange traded product. Yeah, worth an additional look into more investigation. Hey there, are you interested in learning more about personal finance and investing in the markets? If you are, smash the like and subscribe buttons down the bottom of the screen there. Crack the sky. Value Investing will be giving you up-to-date investing news and content so you can navigate the markets wherever you are. Expand your financial horizon and crack your financial sky. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give me a like and subscribe. Greatly appreciated. Thank you.